Hello everybody, welcome back to Buzzard-Roost. I am Buzzard. Gibson Girl. I did go to my Dollar Tree. They didn't have the other packaged meat, shelf-stable meat. So I picked up some items. Actually got 10 items, $8 plus taxes, so almost $10 worth. And I also want to talk about your animals that you have on your property that you raise. Today is January 30th. It's a balmy 19 degrees outside. I know there's people that's got it a lot colder than we do, but there's also some that got a lot warmer than we do. Yeah, that's hot. Anyway, went in there. I was hoping to get $20 worth of canned meats. Everything they had, I already got. I was hoping to find some beef or, something other than chicken and tuna. Anyway, I went ahead and picked up a few items. I kind of walked the aisles looking at things. Spent most of my time in where the toothbrushes and stuff like that is. And I found these. These are repair and loss fillings and loose cap. It's to fix teeth. And in a shift situation, you're not going to have a dentist. I think I'll get a few more because these are only temporaries, which means they're going to come out sooner or later and you're going to have to refill them again. I picked up 3 of them. They each do 5+ fillings, so that would last someone a little while. Like I said, I'm going to pick up more of them. Anyway, got a couple of these travel packs. Comes with 3 picks, a little tube of toothpaste, toothbrush. Picked up 2 of them. I know a lot of people carry regular containers of floss. These I like better. They got a little pick on them, a little piece of floss on them. Sometimes they'll even last quite a while. And I picked these up. Like I said, I'm always trying to think of the kids, the grandkids, the younger ones. These are little compressed washcloths. Cannot remember her on Aladdin, the princess on Aladdin. Paw Patrol. And I think this is off of Frozen. Spider-Man. They was 2 for 50 cents. I picked up 4 of them. I will definitely get more of these. Since they're so compact, they would also be good for refugee buckets or buckets you got a little more space in that you didn't quite get filled up all the way. You can throw stuff like this. Maybe you can throw in one of these. They don't take up no space. Don't have much weight to them, and it might be something that happens that you forget where you got these, and when you open up the bucket, there they'll be. If you need them, use them. Don't need them, you can put them up in the cabinet and keep them there until you need to use them. Like I said, today it's 19 degrees. It was a little bit colder earlier when I was out feeding animals. That's something you need to consider in a long-term shift. You're going to have to figure out how to do the shelter, and you're going to have them up closer so you'll be able to protect them, keep people from poaching them. But you're also going to have to know how to get them water, because no electricity means your well don't pump water. I'll use I think they call it a bullet bucket. I'll be able to get water for the animals and for the family. Hay. How are you going to save hay through the summer? You got to cut it, bale it, or stack it. I'm thinking about getting a couple of the old-fashioned sickles, the hand-operated sickles, to cut hay. And then, of course, you can make hay rakes. That's pretty easy. And then, one of the ideals I seen, you have a central tree or a post in the ground, and you start stacking your hay on top of it. When you get it all stacked up, you kind of run your rake down the sides to help it shed water. Hopefully, you'll have some tarps. That I'll probably be using a tarp until they wear out. But you got to feed your animals hay. You got to have bedding. You got to have water. You've got to figure out how to store feed to get them through the winter. One ideal might be is have a movable greenhouse. And you can set up the greenhouse, and you will have some things, some of the grasses and stuff will grow inside it, even in the wintertime. And what you might be able to do is put your chickens in there. It'd be best to have two greenhouses. Have them both set up to where they're both growing. You've got your chickens in one, or you take in and out your chickens in one, and then when they get that eaten down, you move both greenhouses down. That'll give them some fresh greens. That'll get the next one started on growing. That would be one ideal, especially for chickens. Cattle, I haven't figured out a long-term storage system for feed for cattle or the pigs. The pigs kind of will take care of themselves on most of their needs. A solar fence charger would be premium in a shift situation. You'd be able to pasture raise your pigs and your cows and chickens and kind of move them around. Not only will it increase the fertility of your soil, but it also keeps them in feed, especially in the summertime, until you could figure out how to do a long-term or a overwinter food storage system to feed your animals. But that's something everyone will have to consider. If you got, like I do, I've got chickens, pigs, cows, and I will have to figure out how I'm going to feed them through the winter without store-bought food. Anyway, that's just some of the things to consider. I'll keep it real short here. I will check into some of the Dollar Trees in more populated areas. They're liable to have the meats that Gibson Girl was talking about. And this is Buzzard. See ya.